Hello, in this video we're gonna compare between columns in Bootstrap and columns in Materialize. A grid have 12 columns. These columns have the same width. I'm gonna use the class call to resize the divs of colors. Call means the size of div is one column. Call 2 means that the size of the div is 2 columns. Call 3 means that the size of the div is 3 columns. Call 12 represent width 100%. Class call don't exist. The right syntax is call-1. We can see different widths. Classes call are responsive. To show divs on the same line, I have to use the class row. I'm gonna put divs of colors inside the div row. If the sum of widths of elements is less than 12 columns, these elements will be in the same line. I'm gonna change the size of divs. The width of the first div is 6 columns. The width of the second div is 6 columns too. The sum of their widths is 12. Width of divs third, fourth, and fifth is 3 columns. The sum of their width is 9 columns. They can be in the same line. The width of the sixth element is 4 columns. It can't be in the same line with the other divs because the width now is 13 columns. So it is in the next line. The width of the seventh element is 6 columns. It can be in the same line with the sixth element. Now let's see columns in Materialize. I'm gonna add the class call to all divs. Nothing is changed. Columns in Materialize don't work without the class row. This is the first difference between Bootstrap and Materialize. Now divs are in the same line. In Materialize we have to use another class with the class call. The class s plus a number. S5 for examples means for small devices and greater, the size of this div is 5 columns. I will give a different width for divs. It's the same like Bootstrap. If the sum of width of elements is less than 12, they will be in the same line. Columns are responsive. There are different sizes of columns for different sizes of screens. We can resize divs for different devices. For example, for small devices, the size is 6 columns. For medium, 4 columns. For large, 3 columns. And for extra large, 2 columns. The size of my browser is X large. The width of divs is 2 columns. Now the size is large. The width is 3 columns. Now medium, the width is 4 columns. Now the size is small, the width is 6 columns. We can do the same thing with Bootstrap. The difference is that Bootstrap has 6 different sizes and Materialize has 4 sizes. I'm gonna give a different number of columns for different size of the screen. We can see that at each breakpoint, the width of divs change. Now I'm gonna keep only the class medium to see the difference between Bootstrap and Materialize. For devices smaller than medium, width of divs is 100%. For devices medium and greater, the width of divs is 4 columns. For Materialize, it's the same when the size is medium or greater, but if the size of the screen is smaller than medium, the width of divs is smaller than 4 columns. Bootstrap has other classes like order. We can order only 5 elements. Now the classes order 6, 7, 8 don't exist. The position of divs that don't have a class order is before ordered elements. Order also has classes for different sizes, so we can switch the position of divs for different devices. For large devices, the order of the div secondary is 1, light is 2, and primary is 3. The order of these 3 divs will change for the medium size. The size is medium, we can see that the order is changed. Materialize don't have a class order. We can use the classes push and pull to switch positions. I'm gonna push the first div 4 columns, and I'm gonna pull the second div 4 columns. We can see that the 2 divs are switched their position. Push and pull have different classes for different sizes of devices. This is the end of this video. Take care.